Greetings and welcome to Monster Legends, and another special feeding episode. This time we're going to be feeding a fella that I put together from cells that I had. No idea where I got them, but I had a bunch of them, so I figured, you know what, let's put them together. This is Scaraborg, and Scaraborg showed up with lots of open ruin slots. He is mechanical, he has evil legions, he's villains, and he also looks like a bug too, so I don't trust him. Alright, we're gonna put him over here for now until we can find him a nice home. Maybe those guys will mess up his head really badly. I'm guessing the leprechaun will take care of that. Okay, I'm guessing there was some poison in there because I saw a lot of green. Okay, so where is he? He's in there somewhere. This is Pax. Nah, we'll probably find another name for him. Alright, this is Scaraborg. He is a legendary. He is metal. He is hardened, so he has a 20% chance to resist negative status effects. He apparently can dig underground, too. Okay, you ain't gonna run from a fight doing that, are you? Well, maybe when you're a youngin'. Not when you're an adult. Alright, let's look at some stats. Alright, his strength is okay. His life is above normal. Speed's not bad, too. I don't really know what this guy does, but I guess we're going to find out when we start feeding him. Well, first let's look at his initial skills. Half Scarab deals low physical damage to one enemy. And then we have Half Cyborg deals moderate metal damage to one enemy. Okay, and what was that interesting special skill? Toxic Explosion deals massive special damage to all enemies, applies poison, burn, and ignite to all enemies. I knew there was poison in there. Didn't see a lot of fire, but you know, if there's burn and ignite, that's actually pretty good right there. That is a pretty good special skill. Especially designed to take down artifacts. This metallic, poisonous beast can corrode any type of metal. Scaraborg needs to be transported in a special capsule in order for it not to hurt anything or anyone. Okay, unless of course he's an artifact, right? Or our enemies, which I intend to turn him loose on our enemies. Alright, so let's feed him up. Let's get him up to level 4. And his final evolution. Alright, so there he is. He's part bug, part mech. What could possibly go wrong with that? Okay, so we want to see what his skills are, because I want to see what kind of a bug body he is. So, let's go. Level 7, first skill. Pipes Purge removes all negative status effects from itself. Well, there's a selfish skill. There's a very selfish skill. Doesn't require any stamina, so I don't know, might be useful, but let's face it, we're not going to keep it, right? Nope. Alright, level 10, coming up. Better than artifacts. Deals moderate metal damage to one enemy, applies artifact hater to itself. It's too bad it doesn't apply the artifact hater and then do the moderate metal damage. I think that would be more efficient. But that's not a bad skill. Not a bad skill. Could be very useful. After all, he's made to take down artifacts. I wonder if he's going to be useful against others, or it's just like the specialty. There are some people who don't like him. It could be because he's very specialized. Alright, let's just see. Next skill at level 15. Fetid Substance deals moderate special damage to one enemy, 50% chance of applying poison to one enemy. Well, there's something that works on everybody, right? Alright, we'll just throw that there for now. Okay, poisoning is always a good thing for our enemies, and works whether they're an artifact or not. Actually, it doesn't even work on artifacts, too. Very interesting. Alright, so let's continue to level 20. Intelligent Design. Removes all negative status effects from itself, applies artifact hater, and 33% life shield for itself. Well, that is obviously a lot better than, where was it? Than this one, right? Do I want to put that there? I'm not going to keep this one, so you know what? I'm going to put Intelligent Design on the end. Would I keep it? I don't know, but you know, it's a lot better than the one that we had. Alright, so let's continue to level 25. Insolubrous Horn. I hope I'm not keeping that one, but unfortunately it looks pretty good. Deals heavy special damage to one enemy, applies poison to one enemy. That's a 0 cooldown. Obviously, that is an upgrade of that. And yeah, we're going to keep that. And unfortunately, very likely going to be keeping that in the end. Because that's a good skill. That's a really good skill. All right, so let's continue to level 30. Metallic Shell. Deals moderate metal damage to one enemy. Applies a small shield of 20% to itself. Yeah, I'm not too liking that one. No, not liking that one at all. That's the buff. Well, I'll put it there just because, yeah, we're not keeping that one anyway. Yeah, I'm not liking that one. Small shield, 2-round cooldown. No, I'm not liking that one at all. Nope. Well, let's continue to level 35. Hoping for some good skills here. Come on. Virulent Horn. Deals very heavy special damage to one enemy. Applies... Oh, come on. This is his only good line so far. You're going to make me lose that one? I don't know if I want to lose that one. I mean, this one here really isn't very good. Just saying. You know, if I was going to choose between this one and this one, I would choose this one, you know, because, you know, this one here is monstrous, obviously. So, I mean, I think I'm just going to lose Metallic Shell because this one is a big old hit that poisons and then it's got a 2-round cooldown. Then I can just use this one, which is still, you know, pretty big itself. This one here, I just don't even like it. I know it's metal and I don't have any other metal hits, but I'm hoping for an upgrade. I am. I still don't have something for the first spot yet. And we're at 35. I figured like 2 more skills. Like 2 more skills. So let's see what we get here. Hopefully something good. Metallic Carapace. Okay, that's the one I just said no to. You know, I'm going to put that in the front just because I don't want to see it anymore. I'm hoping something's going to replace it up there. Alright, so let's continue. Hopefully we get something right here at level 45. Did not... Oh, wait a minute. That's a different one, isn't it? Oh, a life shield? Small shield? Is there a difference in that? Okay, it's a little more damage, the one we have. Applies a 20%, 25% life shield. Yeah, so that'll stack with a regular shield, but it's still 25%. That's not really very useful. Shields are only useful if they're like 50%. All right, well, I guess I'll keep the bigger one. Is that it? Is that going to be it? I may have to move stuff around. I'm thinking that if I get some kind of a group attack, I'll probably keep that one. Oh, I like a 0 cooldown, though. I got to take that one. Okay, so I'd take this, put it here, and then... Yeah, well, let's just see if I do get something. I'm not keeping that one. All right, I'm hoping for one... Group attack, poisoning, something like that. Noxious Liquid. Deals moderate special damage to all enemies. Applies poison to all targets. Okay, so that's what I was looking for. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in the first spot. If Metallic Carapace comes back, I'm going to put it in for the second one. And then I won't have to pronounce that one, right? Alright, so I will look if I don't get it, though. So that's probably all his skills, but I just want to make that one little substitute. Not that one. That's the little one, right. Yeah, I'm looking for the Carapace. I will make that switch if it doesn't come up. Nope. And I'm going to make that switch. So we're going to go right in here. That one right there. I'm going to put that in for that one. It is a 0 cooldown. I mean, 0 cooldowns are really nice. How much damage does that one do? This is probably a mistake, but I'm going to keep this one because of the 0 cooldown. It's just, you know, if he gets his cooldown set, this one would be very useful to have, right? So I'm just gonna take this one. I'm going to take that. Oh, he always has something he can do. That's one thing. So I'm going to take, unfortunately, I'm going to take the very heavy special damage out. I'm going to put the heavy metal one in that gives him the life shield, just so that he has a metallic attack. Yes. All right, and I don't think there was anything else around here that we missed. No, I don't think so. All right, so let's take a look at his stats. All right, his strength is okay. His life is above normal. 10,000 is about normal, so it's pretty good, pretty good. And his speed is all right. So, I mean, he's going to be moving kind of fast. You know, not really a speed demon or anything like that, but not too bad at all. If you put a speed on him, it would affect him and would have him move faster. So, I mean, remember, the runes are actually a percentage increase. So if his speed is okay, it would get him to move a little faster. Although, for someone like this, I'd probably put a support speed on him for the group. But, you know, we'll see about that. Anyway, let's take a look at the skills that I selected. Now, this last one, I didn't even know if something like this was going to show up, but you got to figure it was going to, right? All right, we have Noxious Liquid. Deals moderate special damage to all enemies, applies poison to all enemies. Well, he does poisoning. That's his thing. Obviously, you see all that stuff coming out of him there? I mean, with all that metal, a little bit of bleeding would have been nice, too. You know, he could cut him with those claws or something like that, you know? He does poison. That's his thing. So this is a good moderate special damage attack on all enemies, and it poisons. So poison for 3 turns. It has a 3-round cooldown, so you know you're only going to use it once every 4 turns. But he does have some other stuff too. All right, like this one, Insalubrious, I don't know, horn, whatever it is, right? I was kind of hoping I wouldn't be keeping this one, but I gotta keep it. And why do I gotta keep it? Okay, so it deals special damage to one enemy, applies poison to one enemy. Now, they're already probably poisoned already, but it's a good heavy special damage attack, and it's got a 0 cooldown. Yes, there's a bigger one, but it's got a 2-round cooldown, right? And if he gets his cooldowns set, then he's going to be charging for 2 turns. So with this, he won't be. And it is a heavy special attack, and it's going to poison. So if you have somebody whose denial goes first and sets everyone's cooldowns, he can do damage, he can poison somebody. It's really, I think it's kind of worth it. And the reason I did that is because I wanted to have a metal attack. And that's this one. Metallic Carapace. Deals heavy metal damage to one enemy, applies a 25% life shield to itself. Yeah, I mean, a 25% life shield is a throw-in. I'm sorry, at 25%, it's really not very useful. Really not. I mean, you gotta do it. Once you get to the end ones, it's gotta be like 50%. Then it's useful, right? 25% is not really very useful. Unless it's coming from an artifact, in which case it's free. This is a good metal hit, and that's the reason I took it, right? It's got a low stamina on it, which is kind of good, but it does have a cooldown on it like the bigger special damage hit would have had, which means he wouldn't have been able to do anything. As I said, he'd be charging for 2 rounds. So that's the reason I wanted the 0 cooldown. And then we have this one. Intelligent Design. Removes all negative status effects from itself, applies Artifact Hater, and a 33% life shield to itself. Again, I know I'm asking a lot, but if you throw in an extra turn there, it probably would have been more useful. I mean, Artifact Hater, he's supposed to be an Artifact Hater. That's what he does. The thing about it is, he does poison, and that's not going to stick to the artifacts. That's the thing. But, I mean, if he does this, the physical damage of his attacks will do triple damage. So, I mean, I just would have liked to have seen this easier to use, you know? That's the thing. I know he had an earlier attack where he would attack and then give himself Artifact Hater. It was low damage, though, because it was an early skill, so I wasn't going to keep it. If this one had that, the big metal hit, I probably would have liked it more. You know, but the thing about it is you kind of have to waste a turn doing this. And, yeah, you're going to remove negative status effects. But and a 33% life shield, that's not really very good, you know. If it was something like, you know, Evade or something like that, where he'd burrow underground, make it like that. Make it he puts Artifact Hater on himself, removes negative status effects, and he evades for a round because he like burrowed underground, like we saw him doing when he was a kid. I think that would have been a more useful skill. But I think you're kind of wasting a turn with this because a 33% life shield. Yeah, again, it's got to be at least 50. Got to be at least 50. Anyway, I know there's some people who don't like him. I think he's okay. He's definitely nothing to write home about, you know? I mean, he uses a lot of poison, and he's got the Artifact Hater. It's just not easy to get to. You'd have to blow a turn in order to use it. And I never really liked that. I kind of liked the idea of having it in the attack early on. Hold on a minute. Let's take a look at that one. But it was like one of the first skills. There it is, right there. I mean, it's only moderate special damage. Maybe I should take that one. But the thing about it is I'd be getting rid of the last one anyway. The other one that I have right now is that one. And you know, that's a heavy, look at the damage. It's a lot more damage to that. I mean, this would be the 0 cooldown. That's an interesting point. If I traded this one with this one, which I consider to be a useless life shield, right? This gives him the 0 cooldown attack. Then I could substitute this one back in for this one. So, I mean, that's something worth thinking about there. As long as I had something I could do, then do I really need the last one? That's a good question. I mean, I could put that attack we just saw a minute ago in for intelligent design. I mean, removing negative status effects from itself is kind of good. But let's face it, the big part there is the artifact hater. So I don't know. It's a good question. Have to think about it. I got to say, I don't know if I'm going to take him into testing. We're going to have to see. There are other candidates, right? But anyway, this is Scaraborg. He's okay. I'll say that. He's okay. It's just nothing outstanding, right? He's going to do a lot of poison. He's going to do special damage attacks. He's going to do a metal attack. You know, he can give himself artifact hater. But, I mean, I think that there's others who do that better. So, anyway, thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya.